the dog and his reflection. On the outskirts of a small European village stood a mill with a wooden bridge that crossed a slow, clear stream. The bridge was old, with moss between the planks and reeds growing along the banks. Farmers and children often used it to reach the meadows beyond. Beneath the bridge, the water moved like polished glass, reflecting clouds, trees, and anything that leaned over it. One afternoon, a sturdy farm dog trotted across the fields with a bone in his mouth. He was a large brown shepherd dog with a thick coat and gentle amber eyes. The farmer had rewarded him with the bone for guarding the sheep all morning, and the dog was proud of his prize. He trotted with his tail held high, thinking how good the bone would taste in his cozy corner of the yard. When he reached the bridge, he paused. Below, the stream was especially still. Sunlight slanted through the branches and made the water sparkle like a mirror. The dog stepped onto the first plank, his paws making soft thuds, and as he leaned to look over the side, he saw another dog. This dog looked just like him, with the same thick fur and amber eyes, and in its mouth was a bone that looked even bigger, even juicier than his own. The farm dog blinked. "Who is that?" he thought. "How did he get a better bone?" His ears flicked back. "If I hurry, I can snatch it from him. Then I'll have two." Greed began to whisper in his mind, louder and louder. Without thinking, he opened his mouth to bark. "Woof!" he tried to say, and in that instant his bone slipped from his jaws and fell into the water with a splash. Startled, the dog stared. The other dog vanished into ripples. His bone sank out of sight, leaving only widening circles on the surface. He pawed at the edge of the bridge, whining, but the water was deep and cold. No matter how he tried, the bone was gone. The dog sat down, tail drooping. He realized at last what had happened. The other dog had been only his reflection, and the larger bone was nothing but an illusion. By opening his mouth in greed, he had lost the real prize he already held. Slowly, he crossed the rest of the bridge and walked back along the stream. His paws felt heavier than before. Birds sang in the trees, but he hardly heard them. When he reached the yard, he curled up by the stable, resting his head on his paws. His amber eyes, once proud, were thoughtful now. A little while later, a young shepherd boy came out and stroked his fur. "Where's your bone, old friend?" the boy asked. The dog thumped his tail but didn't answer. Instead, he looked at his reflection in the boy's polished bucket of water. This time, he understood what he was seeing. It was only himself. From that day on, the dog never forgot the lesson of the bridge. Whenever he crossed it, he walked steadily and looked straight ahead. And if he happened to see his reflection, he wagged his tail as if greeting an old friend. But he kept his mouth shut tight around whatever he carried. He learned that greed can make even a real bone disappear, and that a reflection of a prize is not a prize at all. The story of the dog and his reflection spread through the village. Parents told it to their children as they crossed the bridge. Be careful of greed. Don't lose what you have because of what you imagine. The stream kept flowing under the mossy planks. The sky kept changing above it, and sometimes a dog would cross with a bone. But never again did he snap at his own reflection. Thus, the quiet stream became a place of memory, of a sturdy brown shepherd dog, a vanishing bone, and the moment when illusion taught a simple, lasting truth.